There's someone yelling outside, so I don't know if you can hear them, but I can. Don't know what they're saying, but they're sure yelling. Looks like they're on the phone too. So. Quasiquotalis. I'm sorry, distracted. I know it's not pronounced quasiquotal. It's a Aztec word that I can't pronounce because they have a sound that we don't make down here in Louisiana. And as good as my northern accent is, there's only so much I can do. Anyway. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you like you're my dad, and I'm going to say the things I want to say. Because I'm angry. I know I said I was going to move out in October. I'm probably going to move out before then because I can't handle this. When you left, well, my dad left Heather, like, for good. You know, the 4 years that he spent after the divorce tending to her. At the end, I begged for Gizmo. We both wanted Gizmo, and I begged for Gizmo. And we got Holly. Couldn't get all of them. No, we could only get one because we have too many animals. We had 3 cats. We still have 3 cats. We're supposed to have 4. But no, gave away Charlie to my grandmother who has dementia. And Charlie is everything that Mama wanted in a cat. Everything. She's not going to give her back. Charlie was my kitten. I paid for that cat. I fought to keep her. It gave her away without considering how I might feel. So when I moved out, I was going to take Charlie and I was going to let him have George. Well, Charlie's gone. George is coming with me. George chose me as his human. I'm taking George. I named George. He's named George after George of the Jungle. I'm taking George. Because we both know Charlie's not coming back. And there's no way I'm going to get Gizmo. Gizmo's probably dead. Either Heather threw him outside and he couldn't survive outside. God, the cat's 9. Throwing him outside after being inside his entire life. He couldn't make it. Poor cat had such a slow metabolism. And on the off chance she didn't, she probably shot him or strangled him or broke his neck or starved him to death or never watered him until he died of thirst. The cat's probably dead. And so is Houdini, but if she threw him outside, Houdini might have survived. Houdini had a chance, Gizmo didn't. Garfield had a chance, Gizmo didn't. So I'm taking George, and I'm not sure when I'm going to move out, but I'm going to start, and it's probably going to be before October. And after what Alec did, I don't understand how Julie could allow him to live on her property. It doesn't matter how angry you get. There's no reason to hurt a child, and it's a recurring issue. Like, he is actively physically abusing his younger siblings. And Julie knows this, and they know this. And the 5-year-old, she's adopted, but she's been diagnosed with PTSD. She's 5. That girl doesn't have a chance anymore. Like, it's too late. She's fucked up. She's fucked up. And no one wants to do anything. Like, oh, well, it's too late. Might as well do whatever we want to her. I had to drive to Julie's house and pick her up and pick up her sister and her sister's friend in my single cab truck and drive back here and take pictures of her. And it doesn't matter that the marks were faint. Shouldn't have been marks at all. It shouldn't have happened at all. And it happens frequently enough that I have a 5-year-old planning for what she's going to do next time she gets hit. That's not okay. And my dad called me today to get a suit and a shirt and his dress shoes out and bring him out here so Alec could come pick him up. And I said, okay, so he's still there? I'm like, yeah, he's not in the house, he's in the camper trailer. I'm like, oh, well, what happened? Like, what's the aftermath? Because I'm involved in this shit. I'm the one that took the pictures. I'm the one that picked the kids up. I'm the one that babysat them until their mom came so I could go to work. So it's my business. Mine. And I said, oh, well, that's fine because he doesn't remember any of it at all. And Julie started yelling, keep your son's name out of your mouth. He's none of your business. Well, if he's none of my business, neither are any of your kids. I will not babysit them. I will not go and pick them up next time they get beat. Call the cops next time. Matter of fact, they call me and they're like, oh, hold up, I need to make a phone call. I'll hang up and I'll call 911 and send them out there. I'll call them myself. I can't handle this anymore. I can't. My dad doesn't like me. Because I'm not a good Pentecostal girl that's married to a good Pentecostal boy. He's mentioned that by the time he was my age, he's already had children, which means that he thinks I should have children. I don't want children. He hates me. He doesn't. He does. You wouldn't do this to me if you loved me. Wouldn't let this happen. If he loved me, he would have left Heather when he said he would. He wouldn't have stayed with her for years after. God, if he loved me, none of this would have happened. Charlie would still be here. Gizmo would still be alive. Make a decision on Julie until I had known her for a few months, and he made me make one immediately. Because people are always nice when you first meet them, and I fucking hate her because she's the same fucking woman. She's the same woman. She's my mom, and she's Bernadette and Lisa and Heather. She's the same fucking woman. And she looks the fucking same too. They're all white over overaged woman with brown hair and brown eyes. Overweight, not overage, dear God. They're all middle-aged now because they're all the same fucking age. I told him I didn't know her. But she seemed fine. But I don't know, and he just took it as, okay, she's good. They've known each other for a fucking year. Less than a year. They're getting married in October. That's why I was gonna stay until October. But I can't. This is too much. I can't do this. What about me? Why am I the least important person in everybody's life? When is somebody going to care about me? When is somebody going to love me? When is somebody going to consider me? I'm important too. I'm a person too. I don't understand why he hates. The only thing I can figure is because I won't go to church. And I won't go to church because the people in the Pentecostal church are all the same. God, they act like it's a doomsday cult. Everyone else is going to hell. And you have to be on your best behavior all the time, and you can't think the wrong thoughts or you're going to hell too. Because the end is about to come, and when the end comes, you either stay here and suffer, or you go to heaven. And even if it doesn't, you might die in 5 seconds. God might strike you dead because he feels like it. I can't live like that. I can't. And I can't sit there and put all my effort into a God whose book contradicts itself. And who says he loves you. But if you don't do everything just so, if you think the wrong thing, you're gonna burn and be tortured for all eternity. God, if a human did that, if a human said, I love you, but you have to do exactly what I say, if you think the wrong thing, I'm going to set you on fire, it wouldn't be legal, it wouldn't be okay. There's children walking around scared. That's not right. It's not. Why does James's mother love me more than my father? Why? Why can't my father just love me? A couple of months ago, they went to Poncho's. And you have to go to Texas to go to Poncho's. It's a 12-hour drive. And he promised me I could go with him, and he'd let me know ahead of time so I could take off, so I could go with him. And he made sure not to tell me, so he could go without me, but he took Julie. He took Mama, and I've been begging to go to Poncho's for over a decade. And he won't do it. And he went to Tennessee with Julie and her kids. And he stopped by one of the places that I've said that I wanted to go. He stopped by the Unclaimed Baggage Museum so he could see Hoggle, and I'd been wanting to go there for years. I talked about wanting to go there. And he let me know when he was there. I wasn't invited. Okay. I wasn't told that he was gonna go until he was on his way. I wasn't told anything. It was just, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna be in Tennessee for the weekend. Why? I feel like he's doing this to hurt me. It's like he wants me to be upset. Like he wants me to be hurt. And it isn't fair. I'm gonna get all of my stuff as quietly as I can moved, because I'm gonna move in with James. So I'm gonna get everything moved there. Then when everything's there, I'm gonna pack up George, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna tell him I'm taking George. I can't have Charlie, so I'm taking George. And I'm sure he's gonna fight me over it, but it's not fair. My feelings don't get considered, his shouldn't either. I have to sit here and take care of his dog. And I have to take care of the cats. I have to take the trash out. The trash, which goes to his job that he goes to 5 days a week. I have to take it. He knows I'm short on gas. I don't have a gun anymore because I was low on money. And he told me, I know you need the money. I'll give you $240 for it. And I said, okay. And I gave him my gun. And I had to beg him for 3 months to give me my money. And he only gave me $100 because he took out my half of the internet bill. The internet bill was $26 fucking dollars. And he said 6 months. 13 times 6 is not $140. Regardless, he should have given me the money immediately. And he didn't. And he's upset because I won't ask him for money. I owe him $74 right now. Because I'm not making it. He told me that if I started working for Julie, cleaning houses, that I was going to make more money, and instead I made less money. Because I went to part-time at Wilmer, and I started working full-time for Julie. And at first it was okay. It was the same amount, a little bit less. It was about 150 to 200, which was less. And 1 week it was 300, and then it went back down to 150, and I can't live off of that. My last week working there, it was 80, and I had to quit. And he's like, well, maybe you wouldn't be so broke if you quit. And I was like, I quit because I was struggling. I was making less money working for Julie than I was working at Wilmer. Like, I was working for Julie and Wilmer and working both jobs 5 days a week with Julie, 3 days a week at Wilmer. I was making the same amount I was making full-time at Wilmer. But the problem is I was spending $80+ a week on gas instead of maybe 40. Which I think usually I don't spend that much. I only maybe 20 a week. I don't fill up my tank often. I'll only fill it up about halfway. Because I don't have money. Because everything goes to food and bills and the animals. Because I'm the one that buys their flea medicine and their worm medicine. I don't have it right now, so the cats have worms and fleas. I don't have it. You know, yeah. My mom was right. She said that he wanted me to stay with him because he needs someone to take care of him, and that's what I've been doing. He is so much emotional labor. I can't do it anymore. I'm 24. I'm 24. I shouldn't have to still do this. This isn't fair. I've been the adult my entire life, and I'm still being the parent. I'm still being the adult in this situation. It should be my turn to be a kid. I never got to be a kid, and he's upset because I'm so far behind everyone else. Like it isn't his fault. Like it isn't my mom's fault. It's both of their faults. I'm so far behind because I was forced to be the adult. That's how it works if you force people to grow up too fast. They're stunted. I think the hard part is trying to come to terms with the fact that he never loved me. I want him to so badly. My mom's not that great of a parent. She's not. But she tries. She sucked when I was a kid, but now that I'm an adult, she's trying. She really is. She's doing her best not to make the mistakes that she made with me when I was a kid. But my dad isn't. He doesn't want to. He got mad at me because several years ago I told him the only reason you love me is because I'm your daughter, and he said, yeah, but you're my daughter. I still love you. That shouldn't be the only reason you love someone. And I don't think he ever really loved me at all. Because that's not... None of this is fair. He won't even pretend for me. remember when I was maybe 16, I don't know, I was a teenager. And that was, by that time I knew that I was attracted to women, not men, but I never told anyone. And he said that he knew his heart was in the right place because he had a dream I got married to a woman and he refused to go to the wedding. And that hurt. Because I knew if I ever got married, he wasn't gonna be there. I know my mom would, and my sisters would. I know James and maybe her girlfriend, if her girlfriend wanted to come wedding. The scrub lord would. I know James's mom would. Not my dad. I don't think he loves me. I just want it to be loved. I don't even want to be happy anymore. I just want to be loved. Hi, George. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Carl. Hey, George. I just want to be loved. And I think he will. I'm not sure he has it in him. Tired of crying over him. I can't do this anymore. If I don't leave, I might actually kill myself, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But I feel trapped. And I know if I leave, I'm probably never gonna see Carl or Jerry again. And I'm gonna take George with me, whether he likes it or not. But I can't do this anymore. And James is gonna try and switch the storage room into the guest bedroom and move that bed into the purple room so I can come back, because the purple room's bigger. Well, no, it's the smoking room. There's the master, the pink room, the purple room, and the smoking room. And it's the smoking room because Donica used to smoke cigarettes out the window in that room when it was winter. And she doesn't anymore. But, yeah. So, I'm gonna be back in the purple room instead of here. I went I was homeless for a while and they took me in. And that purple room is where I stayed. And my dad got this place. I moved in and I cleaned it. I cleaned the entire house. And I stayed up all night cleaning and killing roaches. Because there were wood roaches, so many of them, and they were falling off the roof and climbing up the walls. He didn't clean the house, I did. I'm tired. Yeah, this video did not come out how I planned. I'm still gonna post it so I have it. If you have any advice, I'll take it because I need it.